So you've got your norms established. You're off to a great start with your school year. All of the kids are complying with your classroom culture and things are going great. And then you get the new student. Somebody, either the student transfers into your class from another class or comes from another school, and all of a sudden that student starts challenging you. How do you handle that? With my school, that happens frequently. We get a lot of class movement. And what I typically do is walk over to the student's desk, whatever that student's doing, could be cell phone use, could be earbuds, could be something else. And I will walk over to the student's desk and I will quietly kneel down next to the person and say, take a look around the classroom. You weren't here on day one when I established my classroom rules and norms. Take a look. Do you see anybody using those earbuds or using their cell phone right now except for you? And usually the student will look around and say, no. Then I'll say, okay, well, welcome to my classroom. Uh, these are my rules, and just want to introduce you to them now so that we get off on the right foot and we both understand each other. So I spell out very quietly and discreetly my classroom rules and norms for that new student. Now, if that doesn't work, if you've got a student who wants to challenge you, then you can go through my little checklist of defiant student behaviors, and I'll put a link to it so that you can click on it. But hopefully you don't get to that point. Hopefully the student responds to that. I'd say probably 80 to 90% of the time when the student looks around and realizes nobody else is violating your classroom rules and norms, that they usually comply. It's rare that they don't, but sometimes you have to go through the defiant student checklist that I put together. And again, that should solve your problem. You want to give new students a warm reception. I remember my first assistant principal said, we don't want to send a message that we don't want you here. We want the students there, and you want it to be warm, but you also want to make sure they're complying with your culture, because a new student who has not been through um, maybe comes in from another school or comes from a classroom that has different norms and standards than yours, you don't want them disrupting the flow of your culture in your class. And this is one of the discrete ways you can do that. Hope this helps. Have a great school year. Keep being heroes, and talk to you soon.